Right, I'm just doing a family life application in the United Kingdom. Family life application. When we're talking about family life application, there are certain things you have to consider, but I'm not going to give everything away here. You know, you have to decide whether you want to make application under your child or as a parent. You know, whether you've been in the UK for a long time. You know, you have to decide. Yes. Um, I'm just waiting for people to come on. I just hope the video is not restricted to because I can't see anyone on for now. Name of English verse now.
Some people are at work.
I know it still won't affect it at large. I think what must have happened is I must have pressed on something.
Okay.
No, I think people are coming out. This is Leah Tokumbo. If you are just coming on board, good afternoon. My telephone number is 0208 309 8808. Don't forget, as I said to you, we have moved offices. We are now in Woolwich. We are now in Plumstead, sorry. Yeah, that's the phone number 309 We're making a family life application, and that's why I'm uniting with you on board now. Practicalities matter most to me. You know, we're doing family life application. Yes. Family life application. So you have to decide if you want to make application under your child, you know, as a parent, you have to decide which child you want to make application under. And according to the Home Office law, making family life application, you can do it under your partner as well, and it has to be under a qualifying child. If it's not doing under partner, a qualifying child. Now, a child will be a qualified child if one of the parents has either refugee status and the child also have the same status as the mother. You know, or the child has a British passport, or the child has been living in the UK for 7 years, either from birth or from entering into the United Kingdom. You have to consider those ones as well. You know, so what we're doing at the moment now, we're putting in an application for a father, you know, under a child that has refugee status under mom, you know. So refugee leave to remain, which means that the mother was granted 5 years refugee status, and also the child also granted under his mom refugee status. So the dad will have access to make application under that child, no matter what, as long as the father is responsible, taking care of his child properly, and mom is happy to assist in that situation, and the father is cooperating. An application will go through to the Secretary of State successfully without any problem. A lot of people do not understand how it works, and as a result of that, they think that it is not possible to make application as a father under a child that has a refugee status under mother. Of course, it is possible. Of course, it is possible. I have done many of it, so I am confident. I won't put my head out if I know that it is not going to be successful. Trust me, I'm not going to put my head out and waste my time. Credibility matters most to me, so I tend to work on that for, you know, in practice and in anything I do, so that I will have my confidence to say I have given the correct advice. I know someone is asking question there, but I cannot see the question. It's gone off again. You can put the question back to me so that I will see it. You know. But the most things I want you to be aware of is you can put in an application under qualifying child. A child that has refugee status is a qualified child. A child that spent 7 years in the UK is a qualified child. A child that has British passport is a qualified child. In fact, a child that has 2.5 years under his or her mom is also a qualified child. The dad can also use that child to remain in the UK. So if you are not too sure of what to do, you can easily contact me on 0208 309 8808. I'm an immigration paralegal. I would like to, and I've just recruited people. Today. I just recruited them today. 2 people just started today. If you know you are, unless if you want to work voluntarily, for now, I haven't got space for paid salary anymore. I think I've filled up for now. But if you want to work voluntarily and to have experience, I don't mind helping you, that person. You can see you're right up there. I don't mind helping you. But let me go back to what I'm talking about in terms of application. It's a matter of you knowing, you know, you see, my staff are very efficient. You can see they even giving descriptions to staff, our clients coming in, because we just moved offices. So we are now in Plumstead. We're no more in Woolwich, So if you want to meet us, you can come to Plumstead. We are just off Plumstead High Street on 0208 309 8808. Any news, ma? You're welcome, madam. Any news, ma? Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, I am in Bishop Paralegal and I would love to work for you for free. Yeah, Nyako want to work for me for free. Go. Come and see me in the office. I don't really run after free things anyway, but I've just recruited today. What I'm looking for is IT expert. I need an IT expert. That's what I'm looking for. Overhelp@mail.com. So that's it. That's about that. So when you talk about qualified child, you have to decide. Put your phone number here for me, your mobile number. We're talking about qualified child, whether we can make an application. That's what we are doing. We're doing it for dad at the moment, making an application for a child. And that child has refugee status, So, and the mom also have refugee status as well. So the dad is entitled to apply under his child. So as long as he's doing the necessary thing, I can't see any problem in that. It's not a big deal at all. So this people say that they can do it by themselves, but trust me, this is not the type of application you want to rush into, because you must be Ama Nyako. Can the father apply under a British child as a stepfather? Yeah, if the mom has paper. Yeah, you can. Yeah, if the mom has status, yeah, you can. Enter a UK postcode. I need your postcode. Don't worry, I'm not going to give you out. It's a live program, so that's why when this is YouTube, and take advantage of it, guys, on YouTube. That's for YouTube purpose alone. It's not for XWare. Please, can the father apply under a British child as a stepfather? As long as the mother has papers and you have lived with the mother for 2 years or more, you will be able to apply. You will not be able to apply directly under that child because it's not your biological child, but you'll be able to take advantage of Section 117B, paragraph subsection 6 of the Immigration Act, if providing you have address with the mom and you are living with the mom for 2 years or more. They have to know you in that child's school. As a stepfather, you must be, you must be there. You must be there, in the life of that child. So they must know you. If they don't know you in the life of that child, that application will fail. No doubt, it's going to fail. So I want you to consider that aspect. You need 2 years of living together. That has to be clear. You have to show a genuine parental responsibility when it comes to making an application on that child.
Yeah, two.
Oh, that's two.
Yeah, two. And
okay. So, what number is it?
Number 20. Press 4.
That's fine. That's fine. That's where you live.
Oh. That is it. Yeah.
Anyway. How long have you been living in the address? So you'll be able to. How long have you been in that address?
Yes, it's just about.
Yeah. So
5 months.
month. 5 months.
It's just about 5 months.
That's fine.
Let's see if we require another one where I was living before.
Possibly they will ask for that. Oh, okay. So the relationship with the child, I thought you know it better than me. So why are you saying? I thought you giving advice. Why you are on my platform? Don't give advice when you are on my platform. Just follow me on. I'm the only person who can give advice when I'm on the platform because it can be misleading. So even if you have read your textbook and you know your textbook, yeah, don't give advice while you are on my platform so that you don't mislead my fans and my client, please. It's very important that I am responsible for what I do, and professionally, I have to be responsible. So don't give advice when you're on my platform, okay? Uh-huh. Make sure you are following it on as well. That is the only way to learn. It wants you to know the date. What date did you start living at the address? I intentionally doing it like this so that you will know that yeah. What date?
Actually, I didn't live there permanently. So I can't say I lived there permanently. It's just that I stayed there most times. Because I'm not paying rent, so I can't say it's just my pastor's address. I know if I want to receive anything, I can receive anything through him confidently without.
What month do you start? When you say 5 months, what month do you start? 5 months should be about November, October. So you need to have a date in mind. What month? If I use 11th month, because we're in March now, 11th month of 2019.
November. November.
Yeah. Someone is writing something there. Please, what is the chances of Home Office considering to an appeal for my daughter in Nigeria? I don't know the case. You're asking me a question like that. You have to tell me the case first. Then I'll be able to tell you whether they will consider or not. If they have considered already, that's it. If they have considered an appeal, they will grant you, but it might take a while, so you have to think about that. So it's a matter of them, having somebody needs to remind them. Lots of people are asking questions about them coming to UK because of coronavirus. So they're thinking that they want to stay on a visit visa. Coronavirus does not ask you to stay in the UK. In fact, Nigeria is not a threat. Nigeria is not at risk. In fact, Nigeria is on a lower risk than the United Kingdom. So you don't have a point. Nigeria is on a lower risk because the cases in Nigeria is one or how many. So you will not be able to use it as a point. You'll not be able to rely on it. You have to have your case clearly before you can say, yes, you want to use that. If it's not clear and the reason why you want to stay behind and you fail to notify Home Office on time, you will become an overstayer in no time. And once you become an overstayer, you can be removed at any time. You can be removed. That I guess you should please consider that before you start messing up the application. For those who are saying that coronavirus is the reason why they could not go back to their country of origin. So if you come from Nigeria, for example, it's a hot country. Um, according to the medical experts at the moment, the risk is quite low from that angle. But having said that, is China not a hot country? Because they started this thing. China started it.
China started it.
Yeah. You're not a not hot country. All I just have to say is that make sure
What
you
they
get.
say is the color. It doesn't affect this black color easily. Yeah. The doctor said that.
Yeah. See, let's see. Hello dear, how are you? Hello. Just click subscribe so that you will know when I'm online today on this YouTube. I think YouTube is more respectful than elsewhere. You know, what you have to do is to make sure that you put on what is it called, the notification, so you'll be able to know when I'm on. You know, from now henceforth I'll come on YouTube more often so that we can increase our numbers over there. You know. What we're doing at the moment is we're doing an application for a father under a child that has refugee status. You know, refugee status is 5 years, not 2 years. And if a child has 2.5 years, the dad can still apply under that child. You understand? I stand corrected. My office is in Plumstead, and we're on 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. So anyone that wants to make application, just book appointment and come and see me. You know. That thing is not allowing me to read it. Maybe when I read it later on, I will respond to you. You know, it doesn't allow me. It's so fast in going off. Good afternoon, ma. Please, ma, can I make an application to register my child? But is under leave to remain. Thanks, ma. How do you mean? If your child has, if your child was born in the UK and your child has lived in the UK continuously up until the age of 10, then you can register your child, no matter what status you have. Even if you don't have status, you have right to register your child to be a UK citizen. But that child must not have been taken out of the country. You know, and if he has gone out of the country, he must have got 2.5 years leave to remain, to go out and come back with it, just on holiday. You want to see the leave that you came in with.
Visit.
That's the date.
Yeah, the date of
I'm protecting you and you are giving yourself away. Yes, I can't read it. YouTube is very fast. It's just taking me away. It doesn't allow me to read from you guys. You've not been out of the UK since you came. So I think that's one of the things that brought me online today, just to let you know that a qualified child, it's not only British passport holder, 2.5 years old, the 2.5 years leave to remain is a qualified child. It's a child that's been in the UK 7 years continuously. that's a qualified child. British passport, qualified child. Refugee status, qualified child. So you can see how it works, so you can take advantage as a parent to apply under that child. Unless otherwisely, I don't have that much to tell you. Book appointment and come and see me in the office. I'm at 0208 309 8808. 0208 309 8808. We are in Plumstead, SE18 1 Bravo X-ray 1BX. SE18 1BX for X-ray 115 Leadhaven Road. That's where we are in Plumstead. We are no more in Woolwich. We have moved to our own building in Plumstead. Thank you.